Wasn't the goal to sell the company at that point. One of the issues we had was with getting pricing right. Moonlight, we the business model was a marketplace, and you can think of a marketplace as kind of like an agency, but so big that there's not a human from the company on every call. And when Moonlight was smaller, it kind of acted more like an agency and then started to grow. And we tried to automate a lot of things, but at the core of it, it was really hard to enforce the marketplace business model. And so the marketplace business model started as taking like a percent markup on invoices. So if you hire this developer, we add, a fee on top. It was really hard to get companies and developers to pay that fee. And I understand, why companies are hesitant. I don't want to pay extra, but the reality is that that fee is how you acquire that customer for the developer. So it's, whatever money you make in that fee is money you use to go acquire more customers and do outbound sales and buy ads and things like that. And so we just had a trouble pricing it in a way where when there was a really successful match that we made money on it. And that's ultimately what kind of led to the acquisition, was just trouble growing and experimenting with different pricing. What worked really well for Moonlight in the end was definitely a subscription model, kind of focusing on contract to hire. But pricing in a marketplace is really hard. One of the reasons it was hard for Moonlight was we had the low frequency of purchase. We talked about the newsletter and how it's like a low frequency of getting a new job or hiring somebody. And that makes it harder as a marketplace, because when you have less frequent purchases, the value of the marketplace to both sides definitely goes down. You're creating the match, but there's less ongoing value. And the opposite is probably Uber. Like if you're taking an Uber to the airport and you ask your driver, oh, will you come pick me up from the airport? They'll say like, it's not worth my time. I'm going to get so many jobs all the time. I don't need to come back. That's like a high frequency marketplace where they're getting matches, many times per hour, many times per day. And so the value of the platform is there where they're just going to rely on it. And so we were experimenting with different ways to try to create more stickiness within the marketplace, but it was a really hard problem. I think that marketplaces are a very challenging business. And at the end of the day, the problem was that we built a very successful platform. I meet people all the time who tell me, oh, I got a job through Moonlight. I'm very happy with my job. Like, you helped me get this job. And then I'll look and say, oh, this company that hired you never paid us.